So it appears that legendary UFC brawler Justin Gaethje is alluding to the fact that he will be fighting Dan the Hangman Hooker next. I think I talked about this fight possibly happening because after Dan Hooker won his last fight, I think he hopped on a podcast and talked about what he was trying to work out next. And I think Justin Gaethje was a name in the list of names he mentioned. First, he first wanted to fight Conor and kind of secure the Conor fight, but that's kind of up in the air, especially after what I told you guys a couple videos ago about Conor. But let's stay on the topic of Gaethje and Dan Hooker. That's an amazing fight, and that actually is already before the fight even happening. It's a strong contender for Fight of the Year in 2025 because of how entertaining these two fighters are. It's always a crazy, edge of your seat performance when Dan Hooker's in the octagon and when Justin Gaethje's in the octagon. And both of these guys have contributed to the well-known fact that the lightweight division in the UFC is the most entertaining division. Some would say by far. I wouldn't really say by far, but I would say it is still today the most entertaining division in the UFC. And it's not because of the title fights. It's not because of the activity of the champion. It's because of the activity and overall bouts of the top 5 lightweights in that division, the top 5 fighters in that division. Every time one of those fighters fights the other one in the top 5, it's always a crazy ass battle. Somebody gets knocked out, somebody gets dropped and gets back up. Both fighters almost surely get bloodied up, and it's just a dramatic, like I said, edge of your seat, crazy performance. And that's what gave lightweight its name in the UFC. So, yeah, Justin Gaethje is making vague posts about a fight between him and Dan Hooker being made, and that is amazing. That is amazing. I think this fight is going to be fucking war, and basically just as entertaining as the main event of UFC 300 was between Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway. I think this fight will not go the full 5. Somebody will get knocked out, and they'll probably get knocked out almost definitely in the championship round, so rounds 4 or 5. If this is a 5-rounder, it may not be a 5-rounder. They may make it 3 rounds, but I think it'll likely be a co-main 5-rounder lightweight bout. And like I said, it will be absolute fucking cinema. So now, we move on to the part of the video where I give you guys my prediction. Like I said, this is going to be a dramatic fight. Just really fun. Not dramatic like bad blood wise. Who knows? Maybe bad blood may develop in the buildup, but I think it's just going to be dramatic, action wise. Regardless of the personal shit between the fighters, the way these two fight is just all out warfare. Throw whatever the fuck you can, eat punches. Like I said, get bloodied up, blood all over the fucking face and body, swinging shit, until you really can't anymore. And because this fight is almost 100% going to be a brawl, I doubt it goes to the ground even one bit. I think the full fight will be on the feet. And it'll be a brawl. It'll be a brawl. It'll be a stand and bang performance. Total mayhem in the pocket. And when those type of fights happen, I think Justin Gaethje thrives. He thrives in those moments. He thrives in those types of fights. He may not be the most precise You know, he may not be um, the most accurate with his punches, but he is extremely powerful. He likes to put a lot of fucking, he likes to put everything into his punches, and he's just the definition of a brawler. And if you know, this fight is going to be a brawl, I think Justin Gaethje, like I said, he's just going to be in his element, and that's no discredit to Dan Hooker, who is an absolute fucking warrior. He could take more than a punch. He could take a fucking direct, full contact shin to the head or a foot to the head. He proved it when he fought Jalen Turner. Um, he is just a fucking juggernaut, you know, the definition of tough. And I think he'll hang on till like the last two rounds. I think round 4 or 5. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'll say this fight ends in round 5. There will be crazy ass exchanges throughout the entire fight. Like I said, both fighters will land. Both fighters will have blood all over their fucking faces in round 5. And probably at the beginning, between the beginning and halfway mark of round 5, I think they get into one last deadly ass exchange where, you know, Gaethje lands one to the body of Dan. Dan reacts and leaves his chin open for Gaethje to swing a powerful hook right dead onto the chin of Dan Hooker that drops Dan. And then Dan's not fully out. He's just dropped and on the ground to where Justin Gaethje is just going to fucking tower over Dan Hooker and throw mammoth ground and pound. Like, just fucking relentless ground and pound. It'll only take like a couple punches for the ref to step in, and that'll be the fight. I think it'll be a front runner for fight of the year, just because of how much damage these two will take and how they'll still be fucking marching forward despite all of it. And yeah, it'll just be a front runner for fight of the year. You know, it'll definitely be a noteworthy fight and a fight that MMA fans will rewatch for years. So I look forward to this being made. I'm a fan of both fighters in this fight. I'm saying Justin Gaethje knocks out Dan Hooker in the 5th, but I'm rooting for both men. I'm not really rooting for Justin Gaethje over Dan Hooker. I'm just giving you my prediction, you know, for you betting guys, and just, you know, to show you guys how correct I can be with the MMA analyses. So, yeah, Gaethje is going to win this fight in the 5th round. It's going to be a fucking bloodbath, and he'll land in a deadly exchange in the 5th after both of these guys are beaten and worn out and bloody, and Gaethje will do like some type of fucking backflip off the cage and celebrate. And bottom line, this fight will be a front runner for fight of the year. But let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next.